Now, this was quite annoying to read, actually, last night. I don't know if you saw it on social media, and we followed it up a little earlier. Mask United had to cancel their league game last night after discovering damage to their ground. Just hours before the Northern Premier League fixture against South Shields, staff noticed an issue with the floodlights. So our reporter Louise Hobson had a chat to the club secretary, Mark Hathaway, a little earlier.
We were playing a league game against South Shields last night, and when we were doing a routine check of the ground around about 6 p.m, it was noticed that the floodlight columns over the far side of the ground had been damaged. Somebody had obviously got into the actual boxes, and on further investigation they had damaged the floodlights themselves, unfortunately, and despite the best efforts of people at the club and an electrician who kindly came out, we couldn't get all three of the columns working again.
And what kind of impact does this have on you guys as a club?
It's massive, to be honest with you. We've been promoted last season, so we're now playing at sort of step 3 of the non-league system, so a league below the likes of Darlington and Spennymoor, but we have to have a ground that matches the level of football that we're playing at. So we already had quite a lot of work that we had to do to get the ground up to the required standard. So, we've done quite a lot of fundraising. For example, 2 lads walked to our game at Whitby the other Saturday. So the money that we've raised from that, which was to go towards additional seats in the ground, we're probably now going to have to spend on repairing the floodlights, which we think could cut us anything between £1,000 and £2,000.
How much of a setback is that for you guys?
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely massive, short-term and potentially long-term as well. We're due a game next Tuesday, so not only have we got to do the work, we've got to do the work quickly to get it up and running so we can play next Tuesday night, hopefully. We've got a few irons in the fire in terms of trying to get some help locally, and we've got a local businessman who may be able to help us, but we're just waiting on a bit more information from him.
And it's not just the outright cost to repair this, is it? People not coming to these games and possibly next Tuesday being postponed. That has an impact, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely. The last night's game was against South Shields, who are the best supported team in the Northern Premier League Premier Division. We would have probably had a crowd approaching 1,000 last night. So the actual cost on the night for entry, bar takings in our cafe, we could be looking at somewhere in the region of sort of £5,000 to £6,000 just for last night. But long term as well, it gives us a lot of potential problems.
What's the overall feeling at the club then?
Just very, very down and very, very disappointed. We've got a lot of volunteers there who work very hard. Every single one of them is a true volunteer. Nobody gets paid at the club. From everybody who works in the bar to the cafe to the turnstile, the stadium announcer, everything else. They're all bitterly disappointed. I think the only small saving grace was how well it was taken by the vast majority of people last night, including the South Shields players and management and supporters and committee who were great, to be honest.